You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
All right, the voice of the broken has joined.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we?
And then I tried to run, and then I was convinced facing my fear would, be the answer, and, now we're... whatever this is.
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
Third voice, did I... Okay. So we now have the paranoid, the broken, and the opportunist.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever, I think.
And the stubborn.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
These are all the voices we've had in the loops. So we should have the contrarian coming, the hunted.
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her, so we have to set her free.
I forgot about the smitten.
Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
5? Well, I don't know. Like here, never. But chapter 3 times. At the beginning of your little spiel, what? Like 15 plus? Minus? Because we didn't do 3 chapters every time? I don't know, a dozen? I think they're all wrong. That's a good question. So how many times have you all been here? What if we don't go to the cabin? Can you make sense of them? I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her. Proceed to the cabin. The only way out is to do nothing, so nothing I will do. I'm not doing that. I feel like if we do nothing and try and stay where we are, the voices are gonna just drive us freaking crazy. So the question is, do we want to ask any questions? See, I agree with this. I think they all are wrong.
Of course we're wrong. She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Getting back to his earlier question, how many times have you all been here? What if we don't go to the cabin? Can you make sense of them? I feel so disjointed. Let's just proceed.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin, or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill.
Still can't see the mirror.
No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
What's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard? Yeah.
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving.
Okay, but according to your own logic, you're now agreeing with the delusion.
Or you could just give up.
I guess we approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces. She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Well, I guess I don't have a choice.
Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
I would have liked to have been. You didn't give me any more options.
That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in, wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else. Don't you remember? You have to take the blade. Well, I guess we take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread.
Is it faces? It looks like faces.
It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
It's all one face. Also, I've seen this movie. Just put the top over the well. And just make the kid copy the video and everything's fine.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
And closer.
I was having some fun. and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my hand and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too.
Because everything's gonna be alright.
A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
Okay. You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago. But was that something you, or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is nothing ending here. There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next. I didn't think I'd be so tired.
Is the narrator gone? The princess, exhausted, slumps. It's already got a bunch of arms. How can it get grabbed by a bunch of arms?
Why is it so cold?
Just like that, I guess. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it. Oh, will you stop with the smashing? What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves. Yeah. I think I'd like that. Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Yeah, we don't even have a choice. You step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unresolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready.
That's different. The hero's been very hesitant or scared every time we've gotten here before.
It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here.
Boys, it's been an honor.
Silent as you reach forward, they're gone once again. Mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. You kind of see like a beak there at the top. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image and the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you a part of me or are you something else? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is this place? Where are we? Destroy the mirror. Okay, so some of these make me wonder if we do have a limited number of options we can select here. So I know I want to ask this. If you're not me, then what are you?
I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Yeah, okay, so we gotta really decide what we want to do here. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. We can skip that. Others like you said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different? I feel like we just got the answer to that. So I don't think we need to ask that. I have so many questions for you, just feels like a waste of a question. Does it hurt? Feels like a waste. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Yeah, I would assume so. Every time I ask something of you, okay. Are you a part of me or are you something else? Let's do that.
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Versions of you said that before, so I was really meeting different yous. Okay, you're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Ow. You said she contains death. What is she? If you made me, then what am I? What is the princess? Did you make her too? I'm pretty sure death is good, actually. Important, even. Oh, God, there's so many questions. If you made me, then what am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Wait, I'm the long quiet? But God, I always knew I was special. Okay. You said she contains death. What is she?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
The shifting mound, the capacity to change. Does the narrator think that change is death? If you want me to destroy the concept of transformation, how is that existence any better than death? Or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse. Okay, so yeah, I think that confirms that. The narrator thinks transformation is death. Or leads to, at least. Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris? After everything you've done, do you think anyone deserves to live? Do you know that things won't be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to live in a world without her? Does anyone else know about this? Does anyone else know about us? I don't want to be a god, I want to be me. A god, I always knew I was special. Okay, so the top ones are all the new ones. Well, I mean, we are going to run out of pieces. I feel like some of these questions have already been answered, so let's focus on the new stuff we unlocked. If you made us, then I want you to know that this has been torture. If I destroy her, won't I be alone? Oh. Yeah, let's do that.
Yes, you will, but it will all be worth it.
Okay, well, that was not as helpful as I'd hoped. Okay. Let's do this. If you want me to destroy the concept of transformation, how is that existence any better than death? Or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse.
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
You're delusional. Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris? Okay, so we did not get a ton more stuff there. What would it be like to live in a world without her?
Light, burdenless, an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos. Just life, forever. There's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
Oh, why couldn't you have told me all this from the start? That's not...
Light,
Oh, why couldn't you have told me all this from the start? That's not... That's not an awful one. Are you a god, or were you a god? Why did you make her a princess? How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept? Yeah, let's do that.
With some amount of difficulty. But you're an abstract concept yourself. It would have been preferable if you had destroyed her within the confines of the construct, but when I shaped the two of you, I made sure that you were strong enough to see things through.
And so that does confirm he created her too. We do have the why couldn't you have told me all this from the start? What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion.
So is that why the princess was always able to get out? Because with or without your actions, change occurs around you?
And until then, the clock ticks on.
I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Same but a lie. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all this. Say nothing and watch him end. This is a tough one. You know what? I'm just going to say I think you're out of time.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Why not?
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means. What happens now? Well, let's get some clarity on the Long Quiet thing.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Okay, well, thanks for the clarity. I don't care about the echo. He was a dick. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
So many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have any say in all of this? Why is all this falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions I need answers before I can make a choice. I'll let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. Yeah, but it only ends because it changes, right? Am I understanding this game? It's the end of the world, not due to it shutting off or anything, but to evolution. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? Let's see what she says to that.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Address the vessel's statement directly. Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about. Reject her authority. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. Argue your independence. You act as though the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you. Reject her perspective. I won't engage with violence. Remain silent. Yeah, I don't know why we need to be... I was kind of taken aback when violence started to... I'm going to reject perspective and just not engage with the violence.
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
And but violence only defined our relationship because we were being manipulated.
I crush you. I bleed you. I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back. You fight, but you fight as a shadow. I crush you because I have to. Because there is no honesty in mercy. Who lost and who won when you entered my cave? You died on the floor, but my soul wept in ways your body couldn't.
We both lost then.
But in the disappointment of my victory, you gave me a new challenge to face within myself. Without obstacles to overcome, we stagnate into nothing.
Yeah, she changed in that loop because she wanted more of a fight. The challenge changed her. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but this isn't. These are all the same. Continue to reject her perspective. It doesn't matter how I feel. Death, suffering, and oblivion shouldn't fall on others. We're able to transcend death, and we're responsible for those it holds captive. I get it, there's no reason for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. Stop the fight early and surrender, or remain silent. I want to address the vessel's statement directly. We've both become better for what we've been through, haven't we? Not all obstacles are equal. Can meaning not exist in the absence of cruelty and pain? I fought you to protect others, not better myself. I'm gonna go with we both become better for what we've been through.
We have. Look at what we are now, and see how small we were then. My masses mob you. There is no beginning to them, and there is no end. And there is no end. There is only the flood of bodies. There is only the flood of bodies. In every moment you hold every possible sensation at once. And then you hold them all again. Sensation at once. And then you hold them all again. But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything. We can be everything again. We can weave a beautiful and endless song.
I saw every version of us across every reality, and not every reality had you drawing breath. Even then I went on. The world doesn't need you. So we can address the vessel. This is the merged one. You speak about life and death. Okay. Nothing but lecture. All these are the same. Let's address. Be everything at once is the same as being nothing at all. Why would either of us want that? To contain everything is to contain every evil alongside every good. Can we not shed the confines of ourselves and create, our old selves and create? I couldn't understand you then, but I think I understand you now. You seemed in pain. I'm sorry for what I did to you, but it was the only thing I could do. I want to do that. I want to say it was the only thing I could do.
I saw with a single pair of eyes what I needed dozens to comprehend.
And now here we are, each with millions of eyes, and all of them open.
Flesh is a vehicle, and to destroy the flesh is to strand the spirit. With violence you stranded me, and with violence I sought to twist your flesh back into mine. What force between choosing your death and forfeiting your body? You chose agency, but agency requires action, and action requires an endless tapestry of events. In your final moments, would you remove action itself from reality?
First time we met, I executed you without a second thought, and at the end of my confrontation with your spirit, I hurled you down a bottomless pit. And these are all still the same past that. Let me see what we can... You say with certainty what shape the world without you will take. I don't want that world to come to pass. You didn't give me much choice. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that you speak about life and death and change and stagnation. But that isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me. Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
This has always just been about us. Two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again. But we don't have to hurt each other anymore. You know, I kind of like that. I feel like it responds to both of them.
You cling to your notion of pain as suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
Very true. As the clash between you abates, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is welcome.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. I was told there was enough of you and me to preserve meaning in existence. I'm going to trust that's true. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. I don't like any of these answers. It doesn't help that I'm a little lost. I think some of these metaphors have gone a bit over my head. I felt like I had a decent understanding, and then this, I don't know, battle started, and I feel like the understanding I had has gone out the window. I'm gonna do the Explorer. What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
I mean, I didn't. I never wanted to fight. So I'm going to say I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave?
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
All right. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale. but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. Let's just step in. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Well. This was a very interesting experience. Maybe this is wrong of me, but I always like to talk about negatives first. And most of these the negatives about this game, I think, are going to be largely on just who I am as a person. I have trouble distincting voices, and some of the voices in our head sounded the exact same to me. Now, mitigated very easily by the fact that everything was labeled. And I mean, I understand that they're supposed to sound similar, but minor nitpick there. And here's the other part, and this is, maybe it's my autism. I don't do well with metaphors to begin with. I feel like I've really lost the thread here at the end of the game. To the point that, I mean, halfway through this, loop 3, loop 4, I was really excited to keep going and seeing all the different paths. And I don't know, the confusion I feel at the moment is actually making me not have any desire to do any more of this. And again, I know that's a me thing. Well, it's I guess it's kind of an autism thing. So it's not just me, of course, but yeah, I went into that ending thinking I kind of had a grasp on everything going on, and now I feel a lot less confident in that statement. We'll see if maybe once you guys have watched it and we're able to talk about it, how I feel. But those are really the only two negative, and those are both very me specific. It's nothing wrong in the game design, I guess. Maybe the writing could have been clearer, but writing shouldn't have to appeal to everyone. It shouldn't have to be clear for anyone to get it. This was trying to do something, and I respect the shit out of games trying to do something. And with that, I think we could talk about the positives, and that is really everything. I know that sounds weird after I just said I don't want to play it anymore, but I like visual novels. the amount of dialogue choices alone astounds me. The fact that I am, because this took me about 5 hours, the fact that I played for 5 hours and I still believe that every dialogue choice would have actually affected something is kind of crazy. So absolute kudos for that. The animation, the drawings, beautiful. The voice work, phenomenal. Again, my inability to, or my problem distincting voices is my problem. It is not a reflection upon the voice acting. I mean, it's really cool. I'm sitting here at the end saying I don't get it, which is not the fault of the game. At least I don't think it is. But like I said, we'll see what you guys think when we get to the end. Dad, this is the first thing you've asked me to play for you. What do you think? I'm done. We'll be back when my dad picks a new game to play. If he does. Maybe this was too weird and crazy for him to ever do it again. I don't know. I'll talk to you later. Bye. If you liked that video, go ahead and subscribe. If you didn't, please email me and tell me why.